Hey y'all, how about a Waldorf salad? In simple terms, it's an apple salad. It started out in New York at some restaurant. Started out with red skinned apples and celery. That's all it was. Well, a little mayonnaise. And over the years, walnuts were added, grapes were added, green grapes. So I'm going to make my version of a Waldorf salad or apple salad. And if you don't like celery, leave the celery out and tell your family it's an apple salad. You don't have to tell them it's Waldorf, or make up your own name, or let the family make up a name. But it's a good combination that I like. I've got a Gala apple here. I can feel it's getting it's starting to just get just a little dry on the outside, but I think it'll still be good. And I don't have any walnuts, so I'm going to use pecans. The pecans that I didn't put in my zucchini bread will now go into the Waldorf salad. Now, you can chop this in whatever size you want. I will be chopping it into smaller pieces because it's easier for me to eat, either with my dentures or without my dentures. So you do it the way you like doing it. And I'm just doing it because it makes it easier for me to eat. Darn it. Okay, now I'm going to chop up this whole apple here, and I'll be right back. Okay, got the apple chopped up. I'm going to start with a couple of tablespoons of mayonnaise, a couple of drops of lemon juice. You can use fresh or this concentrate. Okay, I'm going to sprinkle my favorite spice, a little mace. Okay, and I'm going to sprinkle in some celery seed. I'm not going to grind it today. I'm just going to use it whole. I don't know, teaspoon. You can always start out with a half a teaspoon or a fourth of a teaspoon of something and then add more, just depending on how you like it. If you've never made something before, just start out small and add to it. Okay, I'm going to get this mixed around just so those apples don't turn dark. I saw one recipe that said put black pepper in there. I prefer not. And I don't put salt in here. But that's just my personal preference. You want to put salt and pepper in there, go ahead. It's not going to hurt my feelings any. And, if you don't like grapes, then don't put grapes. The recipes call for green grapes. If you don't want green grapes, put purple grapes. It's really up to you. Who's making the rules? I think the person who's cooking for their family, and they're the ones eating it, they should decide. I'm just giving you some ideas. You can go from there. Because you dear subscriber, you're the one that knows you and your family better than anybody else. If you have 3 or 4 or 5 children, You know what they like to eat, and maybe not all of them, maybe 3 out of 5 like celery and the other 2 don't. So you could stop right where the apples are, take out a portion for them, and then continue with your salad adding the celery. Or they have some kind of allergy or something, you can work around those things. I'd rather them be able to have some Waldorf salad or apple salad than to have none at all, or force them to eat something they don't like, because in 5 or 10 years they'll be saying, oh, I love celery, or I love this or that. You don't have to make a big deal out of it. Say, I did this especially for you. Just do it on the lowdown or whatever, and they'll get to enjoy dinner with everybody else. Instead of you fussing at them and saying, you've got to eat that food, and they're going, I don't like that. As an adult, there's foods that you don't like, and you don't eat them. Why would you force your children to eat them? Just do it quietly. And when I was growing up, now keep in mind, I'm 70 years old. When my mother put food on the table, we ate it. We didn't complain. We just, whatever it was, we ate it. I always loved the pinto bean supper. She would have country fried potatoes and cornbread, and every once in a while she'd have pinto beans and rutabaga. And I loved that. And or chicken and dumplings, or whatever it was always good. And then on the days when I would come home and she'd be making chicken and rice, I go, oh, okay, because I wasn't particularly fond of chicken and rice. It tasted good and I ate it, but it wasn't my favorite meal. It was my sister's favorite meal, because she loved rice and still does. All right. Now I'm going to put in some pecans. These, like I say, were the ones left over when I made the zucchini and just forgot all about putting in the pecans. And you can make this ahead of time. If you make it a day ahead, it'll get kind of watery, but it'll still be good, But if you're going to have it for supper tonight, you can make it now. Let it have time to all those flavors to melt together. And it'll be good. You can serve this on a bed of lettuce, or if you've got a pretty little ramekin or a little pretty bowl you could put it in, that'd be nice. Just dress it up ever how you want to, or just put it on the table like it is, and people just get ever how much they want. I always liked kind of decorating the food. I was thinking last night, I was about 13, and I was looking through one of Mama's magazines. I don't know, McCall's or one of those woman's magazines. And they had a picture of, it was Jell-O. And they had taken a very large brandy sniffer, and they put Jell-O in it, and they tilted it. And they let that Jell-O set. And then they tilted the brandy sniffer another direction and put in a different color of Jell-O. And they just did that back and forth. So when that was finished, there were layers of different colors of Jell-O at different angles. I was fascinated by that. And I thought, I'm going to do that one of these days. I never have, but I keep thinking about that. But, I've always enjoyed cooking. And I realize there are lots of people who don't like to cook. They hate cooking. You know, it's a chore. I'll have to do a video on that one day. Because I don't want people coming to this channel and dreading it. You know, they got to make supper for their family and they go, I got to find something for them to eat, you know. And I don't want the joy that I have of cooking to make them feel bad because either they hate cooking or, you know, it's not fun for them or, you know, that kind of thing. So, because I don't want to be unkind. Okay, now I got the pecans in there, and I did toast those, so, okay. And that's it. That is it. It's done. Now, I think I got a little, a little bowl, a little cup I can put that in. Let's see. Get some of this stuff out of the cabinet. You can tell I don't use it very often. I would just probably eat that out of the bowl. But remember, it's just me here. Okay, I'll put some in there. You could put a lettuce leaf in there. Kind of hold the lettuce leaf back and put the salad down in there. And make individual bowls for everybody. You know, it's not expensive to make. I just used 1 apple. There's probably enough for 3 people. 2 apples be enough for 6. And celery, you know, goes a long way. A little seasoning, a little bit of mayonnaise. There you have it. A Waldorf salad or apple salad made the way you want. You can put walnuts in there. You could put red grapes, green grapes, no grapes, no celery. Put apples and grapes. Any combination that you want. And it'll be something refreshing to have with your dinner. So, y'all remember, have a good day, have a good evening, and please be kind to somebody. Bye.